So, would you believe me? Oh wait, hold on, sorry. Microphone check. Okay, yes. Would you believe me if I told you that I'm ready for stream today? Because if the answer is anything but no, you'd be wrong. No, I'm kidding. I am actually ready. God, why is my throat... Sorry, my throat's doing this thing. I sincerely apologize. But yes, today we're gonna be playing Returnal, which I'm excited for. I didn't... Now, before anybody goes like, well, why didn't you play this game and you said you would? I actually said that I wouldn't, because I just got to a new part of the planet, and, I wanted my first reaction, at least, to be on stream. So, hey Ethan, it's good to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I worked a little bit on my car this morning, so I'm glad that some progress is being made. I just gotta make sure that everything, yeah, should be the way. God damn it. You see, the thing is, I drank water, and, like, it hit the back of my throat in a weird way, and now it, like, won't fix itself. Hi. I usually give more time because I'm, like, setting up stuff, but I really just want to get into it, and because I suspended the cycle, I just want to continue, you know? I'm good. I'm okay. You know, I've had ups and downs, but you know, I'm hanging in. Which is pretty much all you can really ask for in today's world. But yeah, I'm excited to explore this new area. This like red clay desert. And, Pokemon Returnal to the polls, yeah.
I'm in a sprawling desert now, detecting another strange energy from a mountain summit.
Ascending
towards destination.
I assume it's that. Hi Sans, it's good to see you. Hi. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. I need the upgrade for my melee. Shame. Tired? Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you can rest soon. I'm pretty tired myself, to be honest with you, but I didn't want to miss stream, so we're here. I'm probably gonna die the first time I encounter an enemy, but it's fine. I'm so sorry about my throat. Process of joining a band and also starting a band. Hey, that's awesome. Congrats. When you say joining and starting, I'm assuming you mean like you're with you and someone else were also like, hey, let's start a band together. So you're like, yeah. Oh, two different bands. Oh, wow. Okay. That's even more than I expected.
Beginning ascent of the mountain. I don't know which attempt this is. Despite knowing the hazards ahead, I'm having difficulty retrieving the technology.
I'm having difficulty listening to this.
Obstacles I don't look forward to re-experiencing. But I feel as though something at the top is summoning me.
I think I'm going to order parts and make a Dreamcast cable. I didn't the first time around because it's so complicated, but I should have. Oh, hey! Well, I wish you luck. I didn't know you could, like, make your own cables. I'm very not knowledgeable about making custom, like, cables and things, so that's impressive to me. Hey, Tillakilla, good to see you. Hi, hi. I'm doing okay. How are you? Worked a little bit on my car, so, you know, progress is progress. This is a very strange environment, because there aren't really doors. I'm at work again, well, I'm glad that your work allows you to come here, even if it's just to, like, listen in. Bound by blood. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. Hold on, let me finish this combat and then I'll read what you said. Okay, there's not much difference between making an adapter and a cable. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't think my sister would take too kindly to you calling me Pooks. Allows is a funny word. I guess it is. Snuggles goes to the vet. Oh, why are you dreading it? Well, aren't usually vet visits pretty, like, isn't he polite at the vet? Yes. Okay. Good stuff. God, my throat. It sucks because it's like I drank water too fast and it, like, hit the back of my throat in a weird way, and now it's like, it feels like it just won't leave my throat. Ah! Stay away. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, I gotta focus on these jellyfish things. Ooh, okay. Arcanact. Okay, interesting. He hates the vet, he hisses and spits every time. Oh, he's a right get to all the nice vets who just want to pet the fuzzy. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I guess I was, like, mistaking Beef. Because Beef's generally a good boy at the vet. The vet loves him, certainly. Beef's from the streets, so the vet is nothing. Yeah, that's a good point. It damaged. Dang it. Except his front door escape attempts. Wait, Beef's or... Oh, wait, oh, Snuddles is two sides of it. I see. Yeah. Yeah, he, It's funny how cats... They just, like, have such a desire for a thing they're not supposed to have. Beef was a sweetheart last night. He was so purry and cuddly. And I hope he comes on stream today, because he's been coming up to my room lately after dinner. So hopefully we'll get to see a beefies. And I also have something of a goal today. This might sound stupid, but I saw that Big Rig's... Shit. Big Rig's over-the-road racing went on sale, and I am extremely tempted to get it, so my goal is hopefully for someone to donate $5. Then I can rig those, or I can big those rigs. Which, if you've never experienced Big Rigs over the road racing, it's something. It's a thing that happened. Increases speed and damage by 20 for the next 15. Detaches. Critical malfunction on detach. Nah. Not worth it for me. For another beef pick. Aw. He's so cute. Like, it's funny, he knows whenever a camera is on him. He just has a sixth sense for it. But for whatever reason, he also is just like, it's like he hams it up for the camera. He hams up his cuteness, but he doesn't like being on camera. Whoa. There we go. This game's fun. I'm enjoying it.
It might be the oppressive heat, but I keep catching myself glancing over my shoulder, only to find shadows and the astronauts staring back. Whenever I try to reach them, I find myself in a sandstorm.
A Darude sandstorm? Which is, you know, which is such a weird song for me. Because even at the time I wasn't a big fan, but I did experience it at hockey games. They would play it on the, you know, speakers. So, like, it works in that sense because it's like, you don't have to listen to the entire song. You know, they play it and then, like, when the game starts, they turn off the song.
Encountered armored fauna. Shell seems highly durable.
Stay away. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, boy. Gross. Kinda reminds me of those RE4 enemies, where, like, you kill them and then they have, like, a tentacle thing out of their head.
Considerable defense, but dispatched.
No, I want it. Drummers are so hard to come by, really. That's so funny because, at least in my area, I knew a lot of people who would have been happy to be a drummer. Like, they would drum on their desk constantly, and they'd, you know, drum on anything they could. I mean, granted, I don't know that they wanted to become drummers, but they would. Weren't drummers, they were just stimming. I mean, it's possible, but also it was more than just stimming. Like maybe for a couple of them, but there were definitely kids who very clearly were trying to actually like drum and not just stim. Like who were genuinely like, you know, like to a rhythm, not just doing it for the hell of it. How do I reach? Drawing my desk, because that's because I'm stimming. Also, I've been tapping out rhythms. Yeah. So like that's what I mean. Like maybe it was just a simple stim for a couple of them, but there were some who were actually treating it like music, or like thinking about music. Is it here? Okay. Hold on. I'm going for that arrow thing. I can't quite tell. It looks like... Oh, is it like up here? Is that what it wants? I can't reach. Oh well. I still haven't understood what to do for these. Like, I was assuming I'd get a power-up that's like, hey, now you can, like, grappling hook to those or whatever, but I have not encountered that yet. My friend's dad was in a band, and I remember getting, like, they actually had like a CD, and my friend gave me a CD, and that was like amazing to me, because whoa, he's actually like making CDs and stuff. Like, that's crazy.
Managed to dispatch the sentients that attacked me. I've never encountered such hostility and madness. But that writing, it spoke of these severed brethren. I don't know enough to understand yet, but what conceivable force could have caused any intelligent life to become like this?
Like this. Yeah, that has to be like a grappling hook or something. Like, maybe I'll get that power up soon. In this room, maybe? Maybe? No, I want the gun, but I can't pick it up. Curse you, malfunctions. Oh yeah, I should not. I should not do that. What's causing that? Oh, that's not a floor. That's A giant hole, as a matter of fact.
A living sentient.
A living one. Oh, hostile one. Oh, what? Oh my god, okay. I was not prepared for that. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh wait, oh, I'm still alive. Oh, thank you, astronaut figure. Oh, thank goodness. That would have been the dumbest way to die. I knew not to, you know, to overload, but I did. I did it anyway. Oh. I can't risk. I wish I had more, like, interesting things to tell you guys, but sadly, not a whole lot interesting has been happening. It's just work on car, stream, applying to jobs, but just haven't been hearing back. Apparently, Sony is ending their, PlayStation, what was it, All-Stars? Their, like, loyalty program. And, I personally am not too affected. I saw people saying, like, oh man, I got so many games from that, and I was like, what, really? Like, I haven't heard anyone talk about it. Eat hot chip. I don't want to die, though. That's my concern.
I know why they became severed. Divine punishment for failing ascension. Ascension. No sooner has the word escaped my lips than a vast image of the transcendent watcher in the deep below consumes my mind.
Deep below, like Deep Down, that game that Capcom said they were making and then just never made.
What happened to her?
Do you guys? I don't know what everyone's fixation is on it. It's just every so often people will be like, "Man, what if Deep Down came out, you know, soon?" It's like they're not working on it, man. Ah, Toaster, thank you.
How are we all doing?
I'm doing, you know, okay. I'm coughing a lot still, so I apologize if I cough. It's just I was dumb and I drank drank weirdly and it like hit the back of my throat. Oh, but I want that. I want that weapon. Thank you. I mean, it's not sickness. It's more just a cough that won't go away. But also, Toaster, since I know you were a Warhammer fan, have you been seeing all, like, is there some sort of, like, Warhammer conference or something going on? Because they've announced all sorts of crazy Warhammer stuff today, and I don't get why. They announced, like, a Typing of the Dead style game for, I think it was for Bolt Gun. It's Warhammer Skulls. Is that, like, an event? I'm sorry, I genuinely don't know. Also, Now that that malfunction is fixed, you can pick up the weapon. Sort of a festival of Warhammer things. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well that explains it. Yes, yeah. They announced so many Warhammer things that I was like, there has to be something going on. Some sort of conference or something. Interesting. Strange weapon. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about some of them, because, like, I'm not familiar enough with Warhammer, well, in general, but how people feel about certain Warhammer projects to know, like, if it's exciting. Like, they announced Mechanicus 2 or something, and I was like, is that a good thing? I don't know. Is that, like, exciting? I mean, I'm sure to someone it is, but... Is Warhammer any good? I know a lot of people like it, and even my friend, like my friend Will, you know, genuinely synthetic, he was like, I would be very into Warhammer, but I just can't, like, but the financial investment is what what intimidates him. It's like, he knows he would want to buy all the, like, minifigures and, you know, lore stuff. A lot of people like slop too. Well, jeez. I mean, tell me how you really feel. But, like, I feel like Warhammer is big enough that, like, I just can't comprehend a lot of it, where it's like, to my understanding, there's a lot of irony that's supposed to be happening in Warhammer, but also, like, there are some Warhammer things that are, like, super serious, and I just don't understand. Like, apparently, Space Marine 2 is one of those, like, kind of blurs the line between irony and seriousness. At least from what I've heard. I again, not an expert. I haven't played Space Marine 1 or 2, so I don't know.
I'm relatively confident the Severed would have been incapable.
I did get
shadow broadcast.
Necromunda Hired Gun, because a lot of people were like, hey, it's basically like Doom but Warhammer. I was like, okay. And there was a good deal on it at the time, so I was like, well, you know me.
Proper means of communication. Will they view me as hostile as well? I haven't come here to destroy.
I like that she says, I haven't come here to destroy, and it's like, maybe not, but you are destroying. I've already broken many different structures. Like, whether or not you came here to do it is kind of irrelevant. Yes, please. That'd be great. I just love that there's another Typing of the Dead style game in, I forget what they called it. It was like Bolt Gun Vengeance or something, but it's kind of that that style of like, yeah, it's typing and you type to kill things. Because I think that's a very funny concept. Which makes me feel like I'd probably enjoy Crit Master. But I don't know. Dang it. Oh, it's you. I didn't even... Yeah, screw you, buddy. No! I used an item! You're telling me I'm not invincible when I use items? Unbelievable. Yeah. Returnal +1. New stim mode? Stim mode tier? Can't even reach up here, what? Whatever. I do hope at some point in the future they'll, like, let me teleport. Actually, will this? Oh, no. I was gonna say, I hope they let me teleport to the new area without having to go through the entirety of the first area. Do I have to defeat Frike again? I'm gonna be very upset if I do. It's a shame. I felt like I was just starting to enjoy the weapon I was using. I hope it means that I've unlocked it for, like, all chests and not just the ones in that region. Oh, God! Jump scare, jeez. I don't know why, but it feels like I need some sort of indicator of, like, whether or not all the enemies of an area have been defeated. I feel like there's so many enemies that are just kind of hanging out. And it's like, just tell me they're there. Okay, well that answers that question. To be honest with you, this is the right call. That's pretty cool. If this weapon was only in that specific area, that would have been underwhelming. But you know what? For reaching that area for the first time, I feel like I did decently well. I made some progress. I defeated that, like, mini-boss.
The variety of dangerous fauna on this world is beyond monsters returning to life.
Interesting. Are they trying to set up that, like, these creatures were on Earth a long time ago or something? Please tell me I don't have to fight Frike again. Please. 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 No, I have to fight Frike again. Gah! I didn't want to. Can't make me. I mean, it can make me, and it is making me. You know what, Frike? When I first met you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. Whoa. I'm not supposed to do that. Only I get to hurt you. No one can win the game but me. That's how the game works. Ooh. That was close. I almost thought I wouldn't get the dash back. This was a pretty bad malfunction to get right before this boss. Oh god. Okay. See, I think the biggest hurdle for me with this boss was figuring out the timing for her melee attack. Because, like, everything else is manageable, but that melee attack kept catching me off guard and doing huge damage. Oh, that was dumb. I thought I was far enough away. No! Oh my god. And I failed. I failed at the part where I was like, oh, I think I got that down. Okay, but now I know that I have to fight Frike again. So, I'll prepare myself a little bit more now. Increases protection. You know what? That's worth it to me. Did I mention before that the enemy that I just killed, but it reminds me of Metroid Prime's final form. Because if I haven't, it does. Gosh, I just love Metroid Prime. I'm such a fanboy. Ew. Also, last night I played through SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman because I used to play that game when I was young, and it's not necessarily as funny as you know, like SpongeBob is, but I don't get the hate for it. I saw a lot of people who were like, "This game sucks and it's so bare," and I was like, it's not the greatest 3D platformer ever or anything, but it's fine. It held my interest. I'm so glad I have an extra use slot now. Like, just permanently. That's nice. Actually, no. I'll come back to that. I get the feeling if I challenge it now, it's not gonna go well. Also, I hope Groovy comes to this stream, because I want because I want to be like, see Groovy, I stream on Thursdays sometimes. And that's because treatment got moved to a different day because of scheduling, but still. It happens. Alright. That's a manageable malfunction. By the way, has this game ever been, like, too dark for you guys or anything? Are you able to see the game well enough? Because sometimes I can't, and I don't know if it's because it's just, like, too dark of a game, or if it's because there's a light that's, you know, shining in my eyes. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Oh, I don't have to fight Frike. Oh, this is even better. I genuinely thought I would. Cool. I guess that makes sense, though. Frike was only for the key. And, you know. Now that I have the key, I don't need to fight them again.
Environment environmental adaptation isn't unique to the forest. The desert has similarly been altered. Could the whole world be rearranging itself?
Am I in some kind of video game? Some sort of, like, roguelike video game? I don't mean to sound dismissive when I make that joke. I just think it's funny to imagine a character being like, am I just in a roguelike video game? Because, like, if I were in this exact same situation, I would probably be like, this really feels like a video game. But who knows? That's the fun of watching, like, hidden camera shows and stuff. You sit there and you watch it and you think, like, oh, I'd never fall for that. But you don't entirely know. Like, my dad was a big fan of the Carbonaro effect, and I liked it too. I mean, not that I didn't like it, just, I didn't go out of my way to watch it. But, like, you know, he gives such ridiculous explanations and stuff, but it's like, if I were presented in the, you know, if I were in the same situation where something unbelievable happened, like, do I really know that I would have the sense to be like, no, that's not possible? I mean, you know, I am a streamer, so what sense do I have? But, yeah, I don't think I can really do this room. Because that's the floor stuff that's gonna hurt, so... I'm really hoping at least somewhat soon I'll encounter the ability to, like, grappling hook or whatever it is. I just say grappling hook because that's what comes to mind. It's like what those ledges look like to me, but it could be anything. I've done my best to avoid spoilers for this game, you know? Like, obviously, you can't 100% avoid it, because, like, you know, people would talk about it from time to time, and, like, there'd be reviews where it's like, oh, this is a good game, and it's like, I'd see some gameplay, and it's like, I can't 100% avoid spoilers, but for the most part, I can forget. I can forget generic gameplay, but I can't forget generic. I can't forget, like, major story spoilers and stuff. It's where I draw the line. Oh wait, whoops. Yeah, that's fine. I know there are people who go into, like, serious media lockdown whenever, you know, they want to avoid spoilers, and I respect it, but at least for me personally, I don't have to do that, because if I'm interested enough in a game, I usually am just like, if I see generic gameplay or whatever, like, I'm not gonna commit it to memory. Like, I'm just gonna forget by the time I actually do play it. Or at least, like, it'll be such a vague memory that it won't really be a spoiler. Or at the very worst, like, it'll be a situation where it's like, oh yeah, that's that thing now. Okay, I remember that. But like, oh, come on. sorry. It'll just be one of those situations where I don't think it would impact my overall experience. Grace's, I don't think so. What just happened? Did you see that? Just like vibrated in the air for a second. That was weird. It's funny, I feel like I don't usually encounter spoilers. I don't encounter glitches in games very much. Like, even super glitchy games, I play through and I'm like, I didn't encounter as many bugs as I thought I would. Or maybe I'm just too forgiving, and like if there's an issue, I'll just be like, yeah, it's an issue, but not like enough for me to get mad about. Kind of like Sonic Adventure DX. Like that port has a lot of problems, but you know, it was never enough to really truly, you know, make the experience bad. Just made it rougher than it should have been. Everything's spoiled. Risk assessment. Congratulations, you fucked up this many times. Thanks, game. Thanks. I don't know that that's actually what the achievement is. I've just had situations in games where like you'll get an achievement for dying. Gee, thanks, game. I really feel rewarded. I've never been a big achievement person, though. Like, even games that I love, I won't necessarily 100%, just because I don't enjoy 100%ing things as much. Like, I'm not the type of person who's like, I have to 100% this. It's just like, I get what I want out of it, you know? What was this? Survive a killing blow. Ooh, yeah, no. Instructor told me about their encounter with that parasite. I want to avoid that.
Deciphering the blood-red xenoglyphs has failed to reveal any symbolism behind statue wrapping. Suffocation. Imprisonment. Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis?
I shroud myself and hide. My shadows lurk everywhere.
That was a very weird way to say that.
Perhaps they were simply trying to bandage themselves and heal, then transform into something greater and ascend.
I've never heard anyone go like metamorphosis. It's either metamorphosis or like wrong. Morbid, yeah. It's morphin' time, and then morphos all over those guys. It's just me, or is that gun so much cooler than the well, this is a new gun that I unlocked at the very beginning of stream. This is like a new weapon type, and you know what, I think I will keep it. And hi Dega, it's good to see you. Hi. How are you? You didn't wait for me. I'm sorry. Stream waits for no man. Excuse me. Sorry. I just had to die for a minute. It's fine. Oh, that's... Oh, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky that I did not fall off the edge. I thought there was floor. I really did. Oh god, these stray things deal so much damage. Like, even just one orb. Ugh. Hey, Cthulhu! My old buddy. How's it going, buddy?
I can do it this time.
How many years have it been? 2,000? 3,000? Me and Cthulhu go way back. We went to high school together, actually. He abandoned me for eating the souls of the living, but we've long since made up for that. And you're like, yeah. It really catches everyone off guard when I tell them I'm 50,342 years old. What really makes it difficult is my skin. I just moisturize constantly, so like that's why my skin just looks so healthy. And I look a day past 60. Thank you. And I also sold my soul to Beelzebub for, you know, eternal life. So that helps too in the de-aging process. Pro tip. Needs an immortal soul if you're exactly, right? That's what I'm saying. And I mean, can you argue with these results? Yes. Shut up, I didn't ask you. A little bit, I don't think I can. Yeah, and I can completely understand why. To say the least. Yeah, but really, sucking the blood of the living, that helps a lot too. I recommend that. Their screams of anguish really it resonates with your skin, and just makes you healthier. But I have noticed that going out into the sun has started to hurt, so that's a little bit of a drawback. No, I'm kidding. I could tell you stories? Sure. Yeah. Let's hear them. I've got all the time in the world. I'm immortal. That's why I have so many games, so I can keep myself entertained for all the millennia that I'll be alive. Because, I mean, the Victorian era sounds cool now, but back in my day, it was boring as hell. You youngsters don't realize how good you have it. Kids get all the cool stuff. Picking up a resin gives you a shield. Okay, cool. Just as I was leaving high school, my school started getting these like smart whiteboard things. And like it makes me want to go back just to see, like, how, like, how different class is nowadays. Honestly, it's probably not that different, but just more technology. I have loved all the different, like, memes people have made where it's like, oh man, I finally bought a bed so I can get a good night's sleep, and it's one of those, like, desk chair things that they have. And I thought that was funny. Those things are crazy expensive, though. I didn't realize just how expensive they were. I despise school. I'm nearly entirely self-taught. I could tell you that story too, but it's hard to believe and not very fun, so I'll spare you. Oh, okay. Well, either way. I understand. Wait, what? Hold on, did something just happen that I didn't see? Okay. Because my Twitch popped up and was like, "Here comes the hype train," and I was like, "I'm sorry." Like, what does that mean? It's kind of remarkable what I can do despite my history. Most people believe I have some college degree polymath. Wow. Well, that's good. I mean, ultimately, learning's the goal. The more you know, as they said. Oh, that was scary. I think I told you that when I worked as a crossing guard, I was like working on a corner that was right near their field for like, I think it was an elementary school, and one of their gym or like, you know, PE classes involved them like playing Star Wars music and then hitting each other with pool noodles. I was like, that sounds so fun. Why didn't I get to do that? All I had was the jogathon, which sucked. Work in clinical IT support. I mean, that does sound pretty good. I hate these shielded turrets because it's like just stop. Just let me shoot you from afar. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Progenitor egg. Ooh, actually, now I don't have to worry or as much about the malfunction. I don't know if I can get up there. Which is weird, because it looks like you should be able to. I don't know. Again, maybe it requires a power-up. Like, I'm constantly seeing things like that, and I'm like, surely there has to be some sort of grapple beam or whatever in my future. Because why else would any of that be there? And, like, so prominent, you know? Nah. Look at all these heads. These are the faces of evil. Oh, oh. You must conquer each. Sorry, I just love quoting CDI. Oh, it won't even let me use it. It sucks. The faces of evil. What? This is where I'm supposed to go, isn't it? Oh, no, it isn't. Okay. That explains some things. Sometimes I just get so caught up in whatever, like, room or, like, chain that I'm in. I forget it isn't the main chain. Or path. Path is a better word. Why did I think chain? It's because it's like a chain of rooms together, but that doesn't make as much sense. Ooh, I unlocked a trait. Cool. Oh, it like changed the behavior of my gun. That's weird. But cool. You know what else is weird and cool? Me. I'm just kidding, I'm not cool. I feel like I'm finally starting to get ether pretty consistently now. That's good, cause I always worried about spending it if it's like, oh, but what if I need it for something else? It's gonna take ages to get more. Okay, there's an openable chest. Any chest is openable if you try hard enough. What does that even mean? You know, actually, kind of regret saying that. Nah, I'll stick with what I've got. It's funny that those rocks don't appear on the map, but other Ooblite rocks do. Okay, this is a no. Can I go around, or is it... Yeah, no, that's a no. I will die if I, like, stay on those floors for too long. Like, those are the two power-ups I'm kind of expecting to encounter in this game. Like, I'm expecting grapple beam of some kind. Well, actually, no, there are three power. The grapple beam, something that protects me against those red floors, and something that lets me swim. Unless the grapple beam lets you pull things up from water. That's the only way I could see swimming not really being a thing. Ooh. Nice. There's a really satisfying kick to this high caliber carbine. Because like the regular carbine, it's decently satisfying when you just but like actually the way the like screen shakes when you it like it's fun. Or maybe I'm just easy to please. How did I not take damage from that? What? I was fully ready. Oh, actually, I think it got my shield. Because I had 2 shields, and now I have 1 shield. Okay, yeah. I still want to stick with my high caliber carbine. It is really interesting how like different games can make their weapons satisfying. See, and this is water, so like presumably there's either a way I'm going to swim down or I can bring the chest up. That's why I'm expecting that power up. But yeah, it's funny how some games can have like the exact same weapons or whatever. Ooh, that is tempting. It's tempting, but right now I'm gonna stick with this. Like, they can have the same weapon, and yet one game can have it be more satisfying than another. I remember an old Germa video where he was like, why is the Dragunov always a horrible weapon in games? And then he was like, I say that as I got a 3-kill streak with it. Like, but it was just funny. This was funny to me because it's like, if that gun is popular enough that it's included in a bunch of different games, but it's only satisfying in the one, like, it's funny how that works. You'd think it's like, oh, well, gun is gun, so like whatever, but it's all the little things that make it, you know? I'm very surprised. I thought for sure I would have gotten hit. What is it with me all of a sudden and encountering situations where I would have sworn I would get hit and I don't? Why is this happening? This weapon is so good. And like, how did I not get hit by that? Did I just hack the game or something? Did I encounter the secret dev invincibility mode? Fixes or prevents a malfunction, detaches, reduces repair efficiency. Not worth it. And there's the hit. Okay. Well, at least now I can use that. Now the malfunction's gone. There are plenty of discussions about how to make a gun feel good in the game. It has to do with sound, timing, animation, target impact. Yeah. I mean, that's true. I guess my point in bringing it up was more just to say, like, it's funny how such small details can so greatly impact something. Because, like the super shotgun in Doom, everyone loves because it's so satisfying to use, but it's satisfying because, like, it, like, you know, it does that meaningful damage and it has just a nice, like, power to it.
Confirms authorship of the xenoglyphs.
But, you know, there are plenty of shotguns in other games that are just lame and you never want to use them. There's a game called Metal Eden that's coming out by the end of the summer. It's a lot of fun. But the timing of the guns was just off enough that you could feel... Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Especially in games that have guns, like... The way they feel can be a make or break thing. Because there are some games people will complete just because the guns feel good, or vice versa. Some games people will stop because they don't like the guns.
Fear.
And I'm like I am very far from being a gun fanatic or whatever, but just in terms of like video games, I think it's interesting. I feel like I've heard of Metal Eden. Maybe I've seen it somewhere. Oh yeah, that's right. Right, because I can... maybe? Oh, I'm less sure about that. Okay. It is neat that the map has, like, a tail, or, you know, like a trail of dots to show where you were just moving through. That is also a very helpful feature. Because with 3D maps like this, sometimes even with an arrow showing what direction you're looking, like, it can still be very confusing. Is this... Yeah, okay, yeah. I can't do that. But genuinely, in this, like, next room or something, I'm expecting to find some, like, upgrade of some kind. Some item. Yeah, so we go through there, and then, okay. You know, I was just watching, because think I've talked about him, Nakey Jakey, the YouTuber, before, and he just uploaded a video about Counter-Strike, and I thought it was pretty good, but it's funny because, like, hearing all the Counter-Strike noises, I was like, I was suddenly like, you know, I should play Counter-Strike again. And it's just funny how, if you design something well enough, even just, you know, the sound effects can be enough to make people want to play it again. I got carried away this week, made 2 kinds of chicken, a savory beef stew, rice, salad, diced vegetables. No, I don't know what I want for dinner. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the beef stew does sound nice, but also, for me, like, if you're looking for variation, you know, you have it every other night kind of thing. I'm assuming you meant that, like, the beef stew was from earlier. Oh, I used the wrong item. That's why. I thought I was using the alt fire cooldown, and I used the resin item. And I got so caught up in that I got stuck. I do hope the spiritual successor sequel thing to this game is good too. Because it would be kind of a shame if Housemarque, you know, like, people didn't like the game and then everyone went like, they should have just made Returnal 2, or whatever. That's always an easy thing to say in retrospect, but harder to say when you're, you know, in charge of a studio. Yeah, also, your comments about the chicken reminded me of Doug just uploaded on his Clips channel the video of him talking about how he had chicken sashimi in Japan, and it sounds horrifying. Sorry, but like it's weird. I want to go visit Japan because I feel like it would be a place I would enjoy. But also, when I hear stories like that, where it's like, I wouldn't know how I would feel eating raw chicken, and like, if it's rude to not finish whatever you order, like, I would be worried, because also, you know, my sensory issues, like, you know, people might not understand that, like, I'm not doing it because I'm trying to be picky. It's genuinely a struggle. neither of these are things I care about. Well, I suppose I could, and I was about to say I could use the reconstructor, but not for this run. I'm not feeling this run. Nice. And then I say that, and then later on in the run I'm gonna be like, no, this was such a good run. Idiot. Missed detail, tired. Yeah, sensory issues. I have sensory integration disorder, which is basically just all of my senses are very, very heightened to the point that, like, if I struggle with something, I really struggle with something, you know? Like, the stalks of broccoli. Like, I can eat the tops of broccoli, but the stalks, it just makes me want to vomit. So, like, if I were to go someplace that, like, really discouraged you from finishing, you know, or from not, like, eating everything you've been served, like, it would worry me because it's like, there are some things I just genuinely can't, like, eat. Otherwise I'll vomit, and I don't think vomit would be that much better a response. Email from GameStop. Oh, ooh. Lucky. I am so excited for the Switch 2. I cannot wait for it to be June 5th already. It's, you know, I've been to many different therapies to try and, like, manage my sensory issues better, but, I mean, it's ultimately something I kind of just have to live with. And I've gotten a lot better than I used to be. Like, when I was really young, it was like, there were so many foods I would react so strongly to, but nowadays it's like, I've desensitized myself to the point that I can handle a lot more. Sure. But yeah, I like, that's one thing. If I ever get a girlfriend, I'm going to have to, like, make it clear to her that, like, if you know, like, I go over to your family's house or something, and, like, I hold back from eating something, it's not because I'm trying to be, like, mean. It's genuinely just I can barely handle food. Like, when I love food, I do really love food, but when I like, struggle to eat something, it is brutal. Yeah, I'll do that. Wow, I already have 2 parasites. It's crazy. This animation was impressive, but, like, can we just leave the portal up for future runs? Crimson Raiders. That's like all I really remember from Borderlands 2. The Crimson Raiders. I am picturing, hey senpai, I made you a benefit. Yeah, I mean, like, kind of. That's the thing. If they made me a bento box and it was like mostly good, but then there was, you know, there were like broccoli stalks in it, I would either not eat it, which I feel like then they would be like, why aren't you eating that? And it's like, I'm sorry, I can't handle it. And it's like, oh, do you not like what I made for you? And it's like, I mean, kinda. But it's not because of anything you did. It's just it's just me. Or like I would try and eat it and I would vomit over all over the place, and it would just be like, I'm so sorry. Or like, I might not necessarily instantly vomit, but like I would certainly struggle, like visibly like look like I'm about to throw up. And it makes me feel bad because I really don't want to come off like I'm being, you know, picky or obnoxious. Like, that's not my goal. It's just it's how my body is. Oh, that was scary. I don't like the way this thing is standing behind this rock. It's just standing there, menacingly. Oh, I should have fallen over on the other side. Thanks, dead person. Just be thinking obnoxious. I mean, like, ultimately, I'd like to think if I'm with someone and they go like, here, try this, and I you know, have issues with it, I can just be honest and be like, look, I have sensory issues, and, you know, it's not something I'm in control of. And, like, I'd like to think people could understand. When I was young, I mean like a baby, basically, my parents had this, like, electronic ball thing that was like a child toy stimulant thing, and it vibrated to, like, move around, and I struggle with vibrations a lot. I'm better with it now, but, like, back then, obviously, I was a baby, I couldn't communicate it, so, like, my parents never understood why I didn't like that toy. It was because, like, I didn't like the vibration, and I didn't like the feeling of it near me, you know? Like, you know, sushi is actually something I would probably enjoy a lot more if it came in, like, smaller sizes, because, like, the texture of it is just too much for my mouth in the size that they have it. Like a California roll is, like, just slightly too big for my mouth, so, like, my brain just gets overwhelmed. But it's like, if it was just a little bit smaller, I think my brain could manage it better. Think of it this way, it's a good test on how mature a person is. Yeah. True, but also, you know, I'm not always in control of that. Like, if I'm at, like, a business meeting, you know, like, and I don't want to be offensive to anyone, it's like, you know, I would hope not to cause an incident by saying, hey, look, I have sensory issues, and, you know, but it's one of those things where, what if you encounter someone where it's like, no, their family will be very upset if you, like, don't do this. I mean, I don't know how frequently that will ever happen, but just, I worry about situations like that where it's like, I'm really not trying to, you know, cause a scene. Control over how you engage, at least in the States. Yeah, I guess so, but just, I mean, even then, to me, it's still to an extent. Like, what if your boss invites you out, and like, your promotion is, I don't want to say hanging in the balance, but, like, it's one of those, you really want to make a good impression type things. You know? I don't get to necessarily choose who my boss is.
There's a naturally occurring object here.
A naturally occurring object.
An obelisk in appearance. Xenoglyphs are etched into it.
I don't think that's etched. I think that's painted. Or deal with when it happens. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, like I said, I'd like to think at least that I would be able to handle a situation where I can just calmly explain to someone that, like, hey, I have these issues, and they would understand. But I just worry. I'm not sure I understand what repair efficiency means. Does it mean, like, when I heal, I will heal more? Or is it like... Is it something where if I, like, just automatically heal, like, a little bit? Because then there's, like, repair proficiency or something. And it's like, what's the difference? Okay. Yeah, we'll go up and get the chest. Oh, I thought there was an up. Okay, well, in that case. Okay, and this is a no. I really feel like I must be very close to an upgrade. Or some kind of power-up. Clean up those crates? What do you mean? What do you mean, Kelsey? And also, hi, Kelsey. It's good to see you. How are you? Oh. EP, aw. Well, then you should sleep. You should go sleepies if you're EPs. Right? Isn't that what the kids say? Oh god. I don't know if I like burst fire. What do you think? Well, I mean, if you're attending stream, I don't know. Cause aren't streams, like, won't that keep you up? My mind is still awake, making more stories, all. Well, tell your mind to shut up. No, I'm just kidding. Those creatures are just fine. They're stacked and organized. Oh, those crates are fine. Why did I see creatures? Don't comment because they're yellow. Yeah, I know. Look, if anybody wants to buy me a house to put them all in, I will happily get rid of these crates then. We'll never have to see them again. My mind nowadays, though, now says, though, pues shadow. Oh, your mind is thinking about me. How sweet. House is a wreck right now. I have less excuse than you do. Well, but that's why I'm saying if somebody buys me a house, like, I'll put in the legwork. I'll, you know... I'll clean all this up. Do I have room for the crates? But you're so far away, how are you gonna get them? I don't believe you're a gamer. You don't do housework. Well, that's where you're wrong. I gave up my gamer license. I am a normie now. I watch hockey and play rock music. I don't know. Why are you streaming a game? Because that's what normies were allowed to stream now. Sure. Yeah, I mean, just ask Groovy. Groovy can tell you I'm a normie. He's gonna be like, well, he hasn't played any of the Souls-like, so, yeah, he's a normie. See that? You don't even know what normal people do. Maybe. Or maybe I'm so normal that I just don't recognize it as normal, you know? Groovy is a gamer? That's what I'm saying. Ask Groovy. Is Shadow a gamer? And he'll be like, lol, no, of course not. You'll see. You will find out. Shadow, I ain't normal. I know what a normal person is. What a gamer is. Well, so then you know. You know that you know the situation already. Man, that use item that fixes malfunctions. What a godsend of an item. Oh, hi. I really don't like the weapon I'm using. I'm gonna find a new one. Be whatever you want. If you want to be normal, just I'll pretend with you. Okay, fair enough. Then I want to be a gamer. Because that's the most oppressed group of all. Gamers. With the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall rise up. Especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers. How am I supposed to... How am I supposed to? Oh, okay, this is how I'm supposed to. Easy. And we got some health. That is very good. Wow, the use item actually came in handy. How about that? Oh, I dodged that. And I dodged that too. Also, Kelsey, if you know what each are, what would you say I am? Do tell. An idiot. I would be so offended right now if that wasn't true. Oh shit, I messed up. Yeah, I am an idiot. Well, I'm not just an idiot, Kelsey, I'm your idiot. This game is very fun. I don't know if I've said that enough, but it's true. Normally I wouldn't go for the shotgun, but I think it's a good idea. Dang it. Here I was... Oh wait, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I thought this door was locked with a key. And I was like, well, I guess I have to go in the other one. At least there's something unlocked. Nope. I've also been wondering what I should do for my birthday stream, because I want to do something fun and different, but I'm horrible at coming up with ideas. So, like... can't think of anything. Part of me really does just want to, like, just do a stream where it's like, it's just me sitting and, like, talking about games. Get a cake to wear. Is that Twitch TOS friendly, though? I don't know that it is. But also, that doesn't really solve the issue of, like, what I would be doing for the stream. Actually, I will. I will take a look at what's down here. Highly malignant, you said? It's a good thing it didn't give me a malfunction, because I would have been very disappointed. What if my stream, my birthday stream, was just me following Beef around? Just like I just have a camera, just walking behind him all the time. He'd hate it. I wouldn't actually do it, but I covered. You can do a lot with a simple product. I mean, I'll have to see what I can do. But no promises. I'm not going like Lady Gaga meat dress. Cause I don't have the skill for that. Although, wouldn't that be amazing if like local streamer wears cake suit for birthday? Man, imagine all the clicks. Another one, follow the cat. Yeah. But the thing is, I wouldn't have the heart to do it to Beef, because I know he wouldn't like it, and I'm not... And I want my beefies to be happy. And he just really doesn't like cameras being on him. And also, part of me wonders if it wouldn't actually be that fun because Beef would probably spend most of the time just being asleep. Which, like, he's very cute when he sleeps. But, like, he sleeps so still most of the time that, like, it could just be a picture, you know? What are the downsides to the parasites? They have different downsides each. So, like, this one is you get better salvage from hostiles, but you take damage from falling distances. So, like, each one will list specifically what it does. But, for me, I don't tend to make huge jumps enough that, like, I think this would really be that much of a downside. So, like, getting better salvage from enemies sounds great to me, you know? So for me, it makes sense. But what's this game? But it's still modern game prices. Yeah. I got this game when it went on sale for like $20, so I'm sure I'm sure you can find it at the very least at that price point again whenever it goes on sale. But yeah, it is modern enough that, like, it is still pretty expensive. Like, did you guys see that Randy Pitchford had an interview where, you know, the topic of, like, $80 games came up and how fans were worried that Borderlands 4 would be $80, and he was kind of like, well, if you're a true fan, you'll buy it at $80. And it's like, man, even if that's the case, just saying that is a bad look. Been going Indian old school lately, getting little bricks to on my wall of gamers. Yeah, no, that's honestly generally the best strategy, to just buy the older games that nobody's particularly interested in. Because, like, you'll get it for a cheap price, they'll be selling it, and then when they realize that they want to play that game again, then it's like, oh, but now it's harder to find because I sold my copy, you know? It's made me very sad that, like, retro game prices have so increased in price. Because, like, it makes it harder for me to get them all. But also, I understand that, like, there are a lot of games that are, you know, worth it. I mean, like, I'm not personally somebody who wanted to pay, like, $200 for, you know, Mega Man Legends on PS1, but there are people who adore that game, and it's like, if I could feel that same way, it would be worth that price, you know? If you're a real fan, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I get the sentiment, but I don't like it. I don't know if that's the best way of describing it. But just, like, I don't know, if like, I'm more interested in paying for Sonic Jam than I am for Sonic Rumble that's about to come out, you know? And it's like, because I'm a fan of Sonic and I enjoy those sorts of things. Although, thankfully, I do already have Sonic Jam, but I don't have it complete, I just have the disc. Which is enough, but, like, it would be cool to have it complete. Because I just like having my games complete. I remember, too, Best Buy... Best Buy was doing a deal for Cyberpunk, back before Cyberpunk had its big update that turned things around. Cyberpunk went on sale for $10 at Best Buy, and it came with a free steelbook for Cyberpunk. And I was like, I know that update is coming, and I know people are gonna, you know, feel better about it. And, like, I know that if I get it afterwards, they're not gonna lower it to $10 again. So I bought it, and lo and behold, when the big update came out and everyone was interested in Cyberpunk again. It was like, it's on sale for $30. It's like, yeah. I'm glad you like Sonic, even characters that fail to actually deserve attention. I might actually ban you. I'm just kidding. I do really enjoy Sonic. I feel like a lot of people really misinterpret him. Like, even fans. Like, I think a lot of fans really don't completely comprehend what makes him good. And I know that sounds really stupid to say, because I have a lot of hot takes. So, like, maybe I'm just the one who doesn't know, but, like, I don't know. Having grown up with Sonic, I feel like I have a decent grasp on what makes him cool and what I like about him. Just never gone into it. That's fair. I mean, it definitely helps that, like, shit. Definitely helps that I was introduced to Sonic, you know, at a young age. Like, he was kind of my first, like, series, aside from maybe Pokemon. But, like, you know, because my parents had an Atari 2600, and I do enjoy Atari 2600 games, but, like, when they were like, okay, he seems to like video games enough, let's get him a modern console, but, like, modern in quotes, because, like, obviously we would only buy our games, you know, secondhand, and, like, so Funko-Land had, like, used Sega Genesises, for, you know, a cheap price, so my parents were like, yeah, that. Because, like, by the time we got the Sega Genesis, I'm pretty sure at least the Saturn was out at that point. But, like, it didn't matter to me, because I loved the Sonic games. And they were hard, but, like, you know, when you're a kid and that's the only game you have, you find a way, you know? You ever played Mario 64, Mario Kart, played Ocarina of Time? Wow. See, what definitely also helped me develop as a gamer was that I had a friend who, he had 2 brothers, and so, like, you know, since they each had their own gaming tastes, he essentially had every console on the market. Like, he had an N64, and he had a PS1, and he had a PS2, and an Xbox, and a GameCube. And so, like, when I would go over to his house, it was like I got to experience all of the different consoles and things. Heart! Oh my gosh, it's good to see you. Hi, I'm so glad to see you. I'm sorry you can't stay, but, like, thank you for coming by. You're heckin' precious and wonderful. And I hope you have a good one. I got a PC, nothing gave me more satisfaction. Yeah, it took me a while to get into PC gaming, because I didn't have a PC until I was 16, at least. By that point, I was already... Nah. Heart, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad you stopped by. I'll try and DM you after stream. Yeah, my introduction to PC gaming... Well, okay, I mean... It's tough to exactly describe, because I did have, like... Because my dad insisted on OS2 PCs. So, like, there were some PC-type games I could experience, like Trials of Battle. But, in terms of, like, what most people would consider PC gaming. First gaming experience was super old school, like Amiga. Oh, that is cool. I do have a sort of fascination for that era. I have a Magnavox Odyssey 2, and I think that is the oldest well, technically I also have the, I forget what brand it is, but, like, it's one of those, like, Pong consoles. I actually have two of those, of different brands. So those are probably the oldest things that I have. But in terms of, like, consoles, I have an Odyssey 2. Which is a shame, because I do kind of want an Odyssey 1. Oh, dang it. But, like... I don't know. It's hard to keep up with all the different things I want, you know? The Amiga was when games got good. It was able to make actual music. Still hear long gone songs in my head. Did you, oh gosh. I don't remember. I might be thinking of Commodore. But, have you ever heard of Tim Fallon? He is he's a composer for old school soundtracks, and he got his start on games in that era, at least. I could be mixing it up with Commodore 64, but he could have been Amiga as well. He makes incredible music, though. Crazy what he got working. I had that too, I was 6 years old. Yeah. I do want a Commodore. I have a Commodore 64 Mini, but not an actual Commodore. I wish the TurboGrafx 16 Mini wasn't so expensive, because I'd get that too. I need to get my Turbo Express repaired, though. That would be cool. I have a friend a few years older than me who had pretty much everything old school. That is so cool. Like as in still has them, or had them at the time you knew them? Yes, and still working. That is wild. See, I have an appreciation for basically all video games. Like, there are some people who are like, I can't go older than Super Nintendo era, otherwise, like, I just don't have fun. Like, no, that's not it for me. Because, like, even the worst games, I am always of the mindset of, like, well, at least I'm not doing homework. So I just kind of... you know, temper my expectations, I guess. Another streamer I know, DigiDoggy, has a hobby of trying to find and restore lost game media? Wait, when you say lost game media, do you mean like games themselves or things surrounding games? Because there's the, oh gosh, I want to say the Video Game History Foundation, and like most of what they do was relating to, you know, stuff around games and not the games themselves. The games themselves, okay. So I have a game that, how do I put this? Basically doesn't exist anymore. The last time I looked it up, which wasn't that long ago, but like, last time I looked it up online, there was a tutorial on how to get the game running, because it was an OS2 exclusive game. And when I looked up how to get it working, this article was like, here's the trial version, because the full version isn't available anymore. And like, that's one of maybe 3 articles on the entire internet I've seen about it. And I really want to preserve it, but I just don't know, you know, how to. Not all video games are digital. Yes, yes, of course. But yeah, it's probably the rarest game in my collection, if only in the sense that, like, I don't think, like, if it disappeared, I don't know that I could find another copy on planet Earth. I probably could, but, like, it would take a lifetime, I think. Oh, I have similar. Aw. What a shame. But yeah, I was a little disappointed when I learned that the Video Game History Foundation was more about, like, you know, gaming, like, magazines and stuff, rather than the games themselves. But granted, I don't even know if I, like, if there's anything I can really do. But the game that I'm talking about, Trials of Battle, it has an opening cutscene that, it's so cheesy, but I love it, where it's this guy giving a narration. I never thought alien abductions were real until it happened to me. They took me to an alien planet where they forced all different, you know, different races to battle in vehicular combat, or something like that. It's such a weird game. It postures itself as a fusion of MechWarrior and Quake, which is very funny to me. It had online multiplayer. Which I did actually play the online multiplayer when it was still a thing, so like, I know there are human beings who have played that game before. But, goodness knows, I don't know where any of them are. I have a copy of the Mac Special Edition of Descent 2. Oh, that's super cool. I never played it back in the day. Of course, you would put a CD into the CD player and play the music. This version had 3 extra levels with additional songs. I have 3 songs with it. That is so cool. I'm very sad. Before I became a collector, like a game collector, I thought I was going to be a video game, like, reseller. Like, I was like, oh, surely, you know, I know the market well enough. I'd be able to, you know, make some money, whatever. And so, at a thrift store near me, I happened upon these very, very rare copies of Fallout 1 and 2 on Mac. And I bought them for, like, I don't remember, like $10 or something. And and I sold them for like 150 or something like that, which at the time I was like, oh hell yeah, that's one of the best deals I've ever done. But like, I kind of regret it. I wish I had just kept the copies now. Oh, are you kidding? Even that makes you take damage? That's lame. I disagree. Yeah, and also I had an original vanilla World of Warcraft Collector's Edition, and it was signed by, not like the entire team, but a lot of the team, and I sold that too, and I really regret doing that. You know, the shotgun's a lot more manageable when there's at least one bullet that goes straight. Whew. It's close. Also, I did bring up the game that I, Trials of Battle, it's called. I brought up Trials of Battle to a friend who actually knew some people who worked at the publisher. And apparently they sold the rights to Atari at some point. Because when I emailed the publisher, because the publisher is actually surprisingly still around, I emailed them and was like, hey, I have a disc, but like it's kind of scratchy. Do you guys have any sort of like either replacements or additional copies for purchase? And they were kind of like, hi, we don't deal with that anymore. Bye. And then yeah, when my friend reached out to the people he knew, they were like, oh yeah, we sold the rights to that a while back to, I believe it was Atari. So it's probably sitting somewhere at Atari. But then again, I also need to clarify which Atari they mean. No, the disc reads. It's just that, like, more so I wanted to know if there any other copies of it existed at all. Because, like, if the publisher doesn't even have a version, would have worried me. One fewer kill, all flower. Nah. Not required. More so, I just can't get the game to run properly on modern systems. Because I tried emulating it, and like, I just couldn't, it wouldn't have audio. Like, obviously, the intro had audio, because it's kind of just a pre-rendered cutscene. But, like, after that, it just wouldn't have audio. and I could not for the life of me figure out why. I kept looking into it, and I was like, okay, I think it's a kernel issue, that, like, maybe I need a different kernel, and but, like, I just could never get the solution. And, like, I really wanted to create some sort of copy of the disc so it can be preserved. But I just don't have the technical know-how to do that. And, like, even if I knew how to create, like, a copy for everyone to have, I wouldn't even know, like, where to put it. And also, I don't want to get in legal trouble. Are you kidding? That's barely a malfunction. Oh, and this one went back. Okay. Okay. Interesting. $25%? That's outright theft! That repairs augment. It's outright theft. Sorry, I just remembered when I started doing that to Groovy, and Groovy got, like, really confused and scared. What does that mean? 25%, it's outright theft. Yeah, okay. Hello, enemy I don't particularly feel like fighting, but I kind of have to. Oh god. Are you kidding? No! I dashed. Game.
Little did I know, it would be a feature. A creature feature. Featuring the creature.
The creature! Kelsey! For one thing, thank you so much for redeeming that soundboard. For two, I'm so happy that that finally happened. Little did I know, it would be a feature. A creature feature. Featuring the creature. The creature. Oh, that's all this is? I don't know why, but leaderboards are such a turnoff to me. For whatever reason, I think the issue for me is like leaderboards are almost always hacked. You know, like for like score ones, it's always like the top one is like 9999999. It's like, come on, man. Or like any time-based leaderboards, it's always like 0.001 of a second. Yeah, sure. Sure you beat the level that fast. Oh, this will give me an interesting opportunity, because now that I've beaten Frike, do I get to actually go into my... I do get to enter my house! My house!
This has changed. It's like someone is moving things.
Doesn't quite look like anything's really changed.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm not coming home.
That's it? Okay. This picture, you want to know how rotted my brain is? I thought for a second that bottom portion said like TF2, because I was taking the T from the first part of her name, and then there was like F and 2. I was like, oh, TF2. Oh, sweet.
I haven't needed these for a while.
Maybe do you need them now? Okay. I mean, honestly,
Hello?
I would pick up the bottle and take some
Who's
if
there?
that happened to me. Oh, the Earth! Oh, it's so scary!
Always wanted to leave. Was it worth it?
Is this a new room? I think this is a new room. Traveling to... I'm not gonna, like, read through this whole thing, but just... Okay. Spooky. Oh, cool. Oh, a laptop that has DOS?
Delay in our adequate match. Astra found a way to...
Okay, so we confirmed that they're coming to try and save us? That's good. Because Astra is the, like, company or whatever we work for, right? Ooh, I don't like this. Astro friend. One of the streamers I watched picked up a book in-game. I mean, like 12 pages sat and read. That's wholesome. I'm not necessarily opposed to that idea. I just, how do I put this? I don't think I could make it that as compelling as others.
Waiting.
Ding dong ditch gets the best of us. Okay, I can't move any more forward. This really does feel like it's about to set up a jump scare. Like I'm gonna turn around and then an alien's just gonna be like, ah! Did you ever do that with globes? I did a game where it was like you spun the globe and then you like put your finger somewhere and it's like wherever it lands, that's where I have to live. I don't know. Oh, octopus friend. Oh, but it's real. Oh yeah, we encountered this dice the first time, right? Okay. Where'd my laptop go? Oh, we apologize for the delay.
I've never seen this before. Regrettable delay. Inadequate match. Who's this for?
Wait, hold on. Globe thing. I've never done anything like that. It would be that cheesy. And I remember people around me doing it, which is why I did it too. Where it's like you spun the globe and then you, I don't know, you angle your finger and it's like wherever I'm pointing when this stops is where I have to live. Like, I don't know. I was a kid. I was a child. Oh man, I thought I was playing video games to escape the real world, not be reminded of it. What is that, a rejection letter? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is that trying to tell us that, like, we actually got rejected and this is all just a dream or whatever? Okay, that's interesting. Well, that was quite an interesting experience. Oh wait, oh whoops, that's wrong way. Oh no, this game is heavy. I've not finished Witcher and 2016 because of that. Oh really? Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how intense it gets. It has been setting up a lot of stuff, so I'm assuming that if the follow through is decent, it's gonna hit pretty hard. But I don't know. I feel like whenever I hear people talk about this game, it's more so for the gameplay than the story or the visuals. Because I've also heard a lot of people talk about the visuals because it's a PS5 game. And therefore, it has a lot of particle effects. Ow. That walk and talk section, or well, walk and interact section went on for so long, I'm like out of practice now. I've rusted. Dang it. That was kind of a shameful performance. I really... excuse me. Really did rust in that short time. Excuse me. Ow. Why would you do this to me? Why would you hurt me like this? Sir, this is a video game. Oh, so it is. Right, well. Carry on then. Ah. Kelsey! Thank you. I will indeed hydrate. Also, I'm very glad I meant to push start and or whatever the new button is, and I hit the thing instead. Thank you. The hydration is appreciated. So I compromised for my food today. I just had a bit of everything. Hey, that works too. You don't have to limit yourself, so that makes perfect sense. Took forever to prep it. Yeah, I can imagine. Good. That's the important thing. Tired. Kelsey, your sleepiness has rubbed off onto me. What do the different colors mean? Which colors? For like items, or do you mean for like barriers and stuff? On the items. Orange means it's a usable item, or like a consumable. Blue means it's like an artifact, which gives you like a passive buff. Green is health stuff, so like resin generally. And there are also blue like keys, which let you unlock things that require keys to unlock. So can tell me the others. Well, I mean, you know, there are like red barriers and yellow barriers, and like the yellow barriers are stronger than the red barriers. So, you know, red barriers you just have to melee. For yellow, I've seen there's a power-up that specifically states that, like, hey, it makes your melee stronger and lets you break yellow barriers. So, I know that's just like a power-up thing, but I haven't encountered it in a while. Now I'm doing really horribly. Part of it is just, it's hot. It's hot in my room. So, like, my brain is just exhausted. And, like, if this ring around the container was red, that means it requires a key. And, like, these blue triangle doors are, like, side paths to get power-ups and stuff. Whereas the square, like, light blue ones mean that's, like, the main path forward. One life and a prayer. My prayer was answered. No, I knew I had the use item, but I kind of didn't realize just how low my health was. But I feel like I'm not as efficient as I was when I started streaming. That's the brutal thing about streaming too, where it's like, as time goes on, you just get more and more, like, tired. And the more tired you get, the more, like, you start to make those types of rookie mistakes that aren't as fun to watch. I enjoy it. Well, that's good. It's just, you know, there are definitely times where I'm like, clearly I can notice my reaction time is just being, you know, it's getting longer, because I'm clearly, like, thinking about how hot I am, or, like, how, as in warmth, not attractiveness. Or, like, what I'm gonna do after stream, you know, just, my brain just starts going like, oh, remember, you're gonna have to do all this after stream. I know, but let me focus on the video game. See, like, I melee that turret because it had a red shield, so it's like I need to go up and melee it. And this is a key. Oh wait, oh no, this is a Warren calibrator. Oh boy. I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. Yes, I'm aware I'm low health. Thank you. Thank you, controller. Speaking of shit to do, I'd better do something before I run out of day. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you for stopping by, Dega. I really appreciate it. Ooh, that is exactly what I needed. But yeah, have a good one. I hope you finish up whatever it is that you need to do in order to feel like you've done something. Yeah, take care, bye! Repairs integrity by 2% of damage dealt per adrenaline level. Interesting. Yeah, good night! Yeah, see you again hopefully tomorrow, because I stream tomorrow. Because today's Thursday, and then tomorrow's Friday, and I usually do Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, rather. So yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good one. To be honest with you, I'm... Oh, okay, hold on. I'm feeling like this might be my last run of Returnal. Like if I die, I'll probably just call it, because I feel like I finally reached a point where... Oh wait, I was going backwards. Dang it. I finally feel like I've reached a point where runs are taking long enough that, like, you know, because I'm surviving longer, which is good for progress, but not as good for, like, stream when it's like you want to get out a lot of runs, you know? Because ideally, you want to, you know, want to have a decent amount of runs per stream, but if they start taking longer... And I fixed my malfunction, so that's good. Yeah, let's do it. That's not that bad. That's bad. I always hate the power-ups that are like, oh, Oblights will last like a second or two longer, but then you'll have to like, then you'll have to take like less healing, and it's like, it is not worth that. I don't know, maybe I just don't understand, but Oblights don't really feel as important as repair efficiency. Okay, things are starting to look up for me. Just a little bit. I just realized that I probably cursed myself by saying that, but I can't help it. I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I got through that, my health bar's full, you know, I just got a new weapon, like, things are okay right now. But saying that is not the right move. You'll have that streamer luck where you say it and then you immediately, you know, die or whatever. I'm always up for more positive effects on leeches, or, parasites. Sorry, I was looking at adrenaline leech when I was saying that. Oh, this is a bad fight to be in. This is just all around terrible idea. Oh! Yeah, no, I knew it was coming. I should have either pressed forward or held back more. I got caught in that little alleyway or whatever. But anyway, this is where I will call it for today's stream, because I can definitely feel myself, you know, just getting worse each run, and it's a decent time to call it. So thank you all so much for stopping by, saying hi, chatting, subbing, all that. I really appreciate it. I try and stream every other day, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific, although currently Thursdays are a little bit impacted by treatment, but like you know, like today, I was able to do it at least for a little bit, so yeah. I have a Discord if anyone is interested, !Discord, or there's a link in my About section. It's the best place to keep up with my streams as well as chat with me and other cool people. Yeah, that's gonna be it from me for today. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, have a good one, and I will talk to you later. Bye!